Hello, this is Christian Zapata's Director's Critical Analysis. Considering I shot most of the shots, I do expect to have learned a lot more than the rest of my team when I was creating this production, shot-wise, experience-wise, and also editing-wise, along with the technology side of everything. Here is my analysis going deep into how everything happened and the changes that went along with it. Beginning with our title sequence, quote-unquote, The Ghost of Izanami. This is supposed to be something that communicates nervousness to the viewer or suspense, letting them know this movie is not a happy movie. It is not a happy or a romantic or action movie. It is most likely to be a thriller, suspense, or horror movie. That was what we were trying to communicate with the viewer when we decided to choose this as our title sequence, especially because of the word ghost being a keyword that determines this is not anything but a horror movie. Beginning with the mise-en-scene, the cinematography, and everything, we decided to look at other movies of a similar genre or topic along with what they did and the way everything was organized in the shots. We paid attention and we realized that not a lot of horror movies are usually very organized. Some of them are, but a lot of them have a disorganized household or environment that it's surrounded by. So we decided to actually trash our living room when we were recording this, just to give it more of a realistic vibe. When we were deciding on our company name, we decided to look into other popular companies, and the first one we thought of was Lionsgate. We looked at them and we realized some stuff about them. Then we looked into others, such as Universal or 100th Century. We looked into all of these, and they have professional names that stand out and are unique. Some of them have multiple words, some are singular words, but they are all professional and creative. None of them are inspired off of anything else, or at least don't make it a copyright issue. They usually are very creative and demonstrate creativity when it comes to how their name is picked. On a normal occasion, I would dare to say that it would be distributed by ads or cinema-wise, our production, but in this special occasion, due to COVID-19 and the quarantines and the restrictions put on theaters recently, a lot of the newest movies that have gotten a good amount of income back from their invest has actually been through streaming or through other renting services. Not a lot of theater action going on at the moment, so it would most likely be by ads and by streaming services. Our production is actually more directed towards adults rather than children, due to children being less susceptible to these types of productions. They either are too scared or not of age to watch this. However, adults are always of age to watch this, and 70% of adults are actually intrigued and interested in this genre. This picture right here is a clear example of how I became a better producer than when I started this class. I had no idea what the word mise-en-scene ever even meant, or what lighting was or angles. However, in this picture, you can see I used lighting, angles, shot types. We also included height, mise-en-scene, tone, and colors also when we took this photo. Just a singular photo like this really demonstrates how much you can learn in a single class of media studies. When I came into this class, I had no idea I was going to learn anything about movies or how they were made or how to make them myself. Something I learned a lot during the process of making this is that there's always constant change and transforming this script into something completely different. We came in with a plan and a specific idea, and we ended up switching, I'd say, about 90% of our original thoughts, including the climax of the opening, was completely changed. Things that are unexpected like that, I did not know. I used to believe that things were planned and done exactly as they were planned. However, things change a lot during production. Basically, as previously discussed, when it came to the planning, the directing, the shooting, the revising, everything, we switched absolutely anything you could imagine. We switched everything during the project. Not only that, but afterwards, when we were revising, we actually decided to re-record every single shot that we had done due to difference in creativity and lighting issues. Due to being the one that mainly carried this project out, I recorded all the shots, edited basically all the shots, performed the mise en scene, the lighting, the angles. I even acted in this. I definitely gained the most experience out of my group when it comes to this. I learned how to be a director, an actor, an editor, how to handle the technology, how to handle the angles and the mise en scene. Everything about this was truly something difficult, but I learned a lot from it. And I will definitely come out of this class as a better producer. During this project, we actually used many different technologies, different ones that you wouldn't even imagine in a regular production. We used a standard Samsung Galaxy, the newest model. It came with a lot of settings, which I'll explain later which ones I used. We used a flashlight, a TV static. We used a oven light, a microwave light, a LED mask. We used several technologies, not even mentioning our editing technologies, where were computers and phones, along with tablets on all our editing that we performed. I learned that today a lot of people highly underestimate what a single mobile device can do. However, if you treat it well enough and you adjust the settings to your likings, it can actually be used in a professional way to record a production. As you can see, I use this entire production as an example for the fact that you can use simply a phone along with other side technologies to record something and make it look acceptable. I think our skills truly shined from the 1 minute 30 section to the final marking period of 2 minutes in our opening scene. We used shots, angles, lighting, cut on action, and everything you could think of, including mise en scene and realism, to build tension and suspension to the viewer. We did it accurately. We made sure to follow chronology and do everything at our best ability with the equipment we had. I used the setting of professional camera. I actually lowered the DMS due to the lighting problems. I had lowered it actually a bit much, being a reason that led us to re-recording all our shots. So therefore, I moved the DMS a bit up to make sure our lighting was dark, but not to the point where it actually affected the viewer's visibility to a non-seeing point. That was basically all we did for the camera, and it worked as a charm. We were able to record our entire production just with the DMS and professional settings, and that was all we really needed. This was my critical analysis. Thank you.